Okay, for the UI customization add-ons part, let's start with Combat Log Counselor or Counselor, however you pronounce that. Okay, so what this does, it will close your combat log. Since you can't really close it or delete it by default, this will do it for you. So all you do is /clc hide, and there it is, it's gone. Now what if you wanna show it again? Is you do the same thing, /clc, but instead of hide you do show, and it shows. And to do this you have to what is it called? You have to take it out of the bar right there, the place. Take it out of place. See, that's trade, that's BSD, that's shit. Let's put that back in there. Go back in there. You too. Right there. Okay. So you take it out, /clc hide. There we go. Now enough of that. Nice damage. This is the one that a lot of people want. They talk about, and this is an add-on that you're not gonna find in Curse. This is an add-on that you have to find it. I think it's I don't even know. Just Google it. Just put nice damage add-on in Google, and then one of those links, probably the first link, is gonna be the one that's gonna take you to it. I think it's one interface, the one where you find it. But it makes it so it puts this font on your damage by default, and this is the font that I like, which is the Pepsi font that I stole from this add-on and put it on many other add-ons. So yeah, it makes it really good looking. But what if you want to change that font? All you do, you go to the folder, your add-ons folder, and you find nice damage, and you copy your font into the fonts folder, and then you have to rename it font. Make sure the font that already is called font, you rename it by something else. I just name it Pepsi when I want to change it, because it's a Pepsi font. So you just name it Pepsi, and then I rename the font that I want to use for font. But really there is no other font that I have found that looks as good as this font in World of Warcraft. Like, they may look amazing like outside World of Warcraft, but in World of Warcraft, with no editing and like with no anything, this font looks amazing. Okay, but in other add-ons this font actually doesn't look as great. So it's like perfect. It's like it's being made for the damage. Okay, next one is a very big add-on. It's Misc scrolling battle text. Didn't work. What the hell? /Misc scrolling battle text. It's not working. Did I not? Where is it? Oh, I didn't do the options. That's why. I was like, what's going on? Why can't I do this? Okay, so now it's scrolling battle text. Okay, there we go. So first thing we're gonna talk is about the media. You have to copy all your fonts and name it however you want them into the folder font, the font folder inside the Misc scrolling battle text folder in your add-ons folder. Then you have to close the whole game, or if you had it already closed, then you're good. You just open the game or reset the game. You have to close it all the way down and then reopen it. You're gonna click right here at font. You're gonna name it whatever you want to name it. Then the font path is gonna be whatever you named your font name, and then you're gonna be that TTF. Now if your font that you really want is not a TTF, for example, my font, what font it was, Lithos Pro. This is a font that I use with for editing when I edit videos. So this is my general font that I use in videos. It wasn't a TTF. I went to website that I'm probably gonna put a link below, in which I uploaded that font, and then they switched it to TTF for me. That's all I did. Then I copied it here and I add it. You can do the same thing for sounds. I have never done sounds before though, so you're gonna have to figure that one out by yourself. I'm sure it's not that hard. So what fonts did I do? As I said before in a different video, I did alien encounters. It's called alien encounters, and they give you different files for each one. For italic, for regular, for solid, solid bold and solid italic. The regular and the solid are two different ones. The regular has like lines in between, has like little lines in between, so it looks cool. Like when I get in and out of combat, look at my get in and out of combat. So combat, it has like little lines. It doesn't look as good like right here, but it looks good in some other situations. But I still use it for getting in and out of combat. For example, the bold is different because the bold doesn't have those lines, and I don't know what to show you with the bold one right now. Then horror, the one that I use, horror, this is called horror find, as you can see right here, just like the name horror find.ttf. That's actually the name of the font. It's called horror find, and I use that one for my player killing blows. Then the Pepsi font, I use it mostly for numbers, because it's really big and really wide when it comes to letters, and it doesn't even have exclamation marks. The exclamation marks are actually the Pepsi sign. So if you want to use Pepsi signs for exclamation marks, this font is perfect for you. But the font that I use for make scrolling battle text, that is for my general font thing and my general names and stuff, is Lithos Pro. So that's the one that I use. Now I used to use Alien Encounters, and I used to use the All Star Solid font. Then scroll areas. This is the customizable one. So you gotta configure areas. So what this does, it will show different things on different places. So if I do damage, I have it set up so my outgoing damage, it doesn't show on my right, but my parries and my misses and all that kind of stuff, and my immunes. Let's see if we can get this guy immune to anything. No, he's not immune to that. Is he immune to this? He's not immune to that. He's probably not gonna be immune to anything. He's immune to Monkey Stone. Yeah, it says pen immune right there. See, so it says pen immune, and it says immune to your ability. So I have it set up so any parries, any miss, any evasions, sure, anything like that shows right there. And my incoming, and normally I do for healing and big crits. So all my healing and all my big crits is gonna show right on top of my face on the left. As you can see, for notification, I have in combat, out of combat, and I have my cooldowns is something else. So my cooldowns is gonna be on static up here, and for static you wanna make it as thin as possible, and you wanna have it the offset, you wanna have it on the X, you wanna have it 20. If you just want to show the icon and not the name of it, you just want to have it 20, and the icons are gonna be centered. Depending on the size of your icons too, I think. But I think you can really resize icons. I'm not even sure. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go to events. Events, when it's incoming, as you can see, I don't have a bunch of spam when I have incoming damage. Only skill hits and skill crits. This is gonna be only from skills. And as well, when I miss something, when I dodge something, when I parry something, when I block something, even though I never do block something. Oh yeah, I do for tanking. When I block something, when I deflect something, when I resist something, all of that shows, but not a bunch of damage and a bunch of like healing either, because the healing I do, actually healings, yes, they do spam healing, but that's fine, I guess. I'm used to that. Yeah, so heals, crit heals, but not heals over time, not crit heals over time, and not environment damage. So that makes it like really, so it's not so much shit in one place at a time. Then for outgoing, incoming pet, I unclick everything, I think, except heals, crit heals. I don't know why I do that. Goodbye. I don't want any of those. Okay, nothing for pets. Outgoing player. So for my outgoing, I want to know when I miss a skill, so it's gonna show me miss, even though it's gonna show me up there too. But just in case, the miss is gonna stay there for a little bit with the icon of the skill that miss. So if I missed it up there, it's gonna stay on over here. So for example, let's do the pet skill again. So it said immune, but it missed it, let's say. So it's still right here. It still says pet immune. So I'm gonna be, oh, that is immune. That's why that guy is not CC, or that miss, or that dodged, or whatever. So misses, dodges, parries, blocks, deflects, resists, skill immune, reflects, interrupts, evades, and dispels. Those are the things that I have for outgoing, for my outgoing to my target. For notification pet, I think I have skill misses and stuff too. I don't know why I go in pet. I'm just gonna leave that right there because I did it for some reason. For notification, I have enter and leave combat and combo points pretty much. So not that. Only when it's full. So chi full, combo points full, and holy power full. No holy power changes. Holy power full. And then player killing blows and enemy buff gains, which is actually pretty useful sometimes, but it could be pretty spammy. So I think I had something else here. I don't remember what though. No, I think that's it. Oh yeah, back in the day I used to have like all my debuffs, my debuff stacks, and all my buffs and stuff like that. But you know what? It was really unnecessary. I never looked at it. I always looked at my buff rates and frames. I mean my debuff frames and my bars. I never looked at that, so I just took it out. Even though I was way used to it, and I didn't even notice it. I was so used to it that I didn't even notice it. Triggers, I leave it all the same, all of them. Spam controls, I normally do a spam control. I have it off just because things are changing. So at level 90 I will have a threshold here of how much I want. And damage, same thing with damage. So 2000. Okay, so how much is the maximum here? Is that 10,000? That's like nothing. Okay, so that will be changing. For cooldowns, I change the font, I guess. Don't change. Yeah. Oh yes, I make it the size, the maximum possible size, and then for here I delete everything on the output damage, and I make it always sticky, so it always shakes. Loot alerts is the same. I don't mess with that, and icons I don't mess with that either. Next we have the Razer Naga. This is another big one. Holy shit, we're up like 30 minutes into this video. The Razer Naga is a lot like Dominoes. If you don't have a Razer Naga, you can still use this add-on. Don't think you can't. Yes, you can. But why would you? It's like Dominoes. So this counts as Dominoes as well. The Razer Naga, Dominoes, are almost the same thing. So to start with, actually Dominoes has the cast bar. You can customize it. You can't here. Okay, but the Razer Naga, it's for the Razer Naga, but you don't have to use it for Razer Naga. Okay, so let's worry about keybinds first. Okay, let's talk about keybinds. You will press bind keys right here, and then you're gonna have to say yes because it's not gonna use the Razer Naga, whatever. But you can say yes, and then later on, if you do have a Razer Naga, come and check always use Razer Naga buttons anyway. So you're gonna be able to use this. And why do you use that for? Because right here you can right click this, and right here where it says bindings, you can bind it to something. So this one is none, this one is shift, this one is alt, and then I have a hidden one which is control. I think it's not even hidden actually, I just don't have anything there yet. One of this one is control. Why do I have a control bar? Because if I start doing like a serious arena, I will be using my arena macros 1, 2, 3s for different skills, and I'm gonna use my control keybind for all those. Like, yeah, I'll get into that. If I ever get into that, I will explain it to you guys. Okay, so what next part of Razer Naga we have here? So the customizing, by default it comes with the grid, which is the 3. So this is the grid of my Razer Naga: 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and 0 to equal size and sign. And then we have the shift and the alt bar. Then I have all my other keybinds that I use with my Nostromo, or other people will use with their keyboard, which is Q, F, E, and R. Same thing with shift and same thing with alt. And when I start using control, I had to figure out a way to make it with control, and it still works with my extreme OCD. So same thing here, like I'm already freaking out that I have this bar down here and I don't have anything on this other side. So but I'm getting used to it. So yeah, and this bar down here is stuff that I click. Like, even though I had my Hearthstone keybinder for the longest freaking time. Hey, it's burning. What are you doing here, King Varian? And is that Jenna? It's Jenna. What is she doing here? What is he doing here? I don't even know the story behind this place. Okay, so whatever I was talking about. Oh yeah, the stuff that I click here. I have my Hearthstone keybinder for the longest time, as well as my Gnomish army knife. But since I use it so little, I never get used to the keybinder. I still click them even though they were keybinded. Now my call pet's different because I have it here for different pets, but I actually keybind my pets. I actually use a keybind for my pets that I use. On beta, I also had my crane, and yeah, my crane is gonna. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use my crane instead of my monkey since it's the same skill, but it doesn't have a cast time. Okay, next. E-align slash E. No, it's not slash E. It's just slash align. It's called E-align, but it puts this grid on your screen. So if you have as much OCD as I do, you're gonna be able to align everything so it's equal. So right here I have this lock, so I'm gonna unlock this a little bit and I'm gonna move it a little bit right here so it's just right there, and I can't move that down much, so I'm gonna put it down right there so it's right where I want it, like that. So if you have as much OCD as I do, you will love this add-on. Same thing with my target and my player frame. I have a 1 bar in from my outer bar of my mouse. Okay, so next, move anything. So let's get this grid out of here. For move anything, I use it just for my minimap and for my cast bar. So to get to move anything, you go here and then you go to move anything, and then you go to, you find whatever you want to find. So first of all, think like, what is the minimap called? It's probably called minimap. So type minimap, and the first thing that's gonna come up here is Battlefield minimap for some reason. So don't worry about that. You wanna find the actual minimap here. So you click on mover, which is right here, and then you can resize it to how much I have resized it, that I think is 1.5. I have it at 150%, and you can also hide it, but I don't hide it. Okay. Then we have the cast bar. So cast bar is probably gonna be a cast bar. So just type cast, and you're gonna get cast bar. So my casting bar is something that I don't move because I use it with my Razer Naga, which is right here, cast bar. So I use it with the Razer Naga, so I don't have to worry about the my own cast bar. But my focus cast bar, for example, my focus cast bar, I haven't moved it yet because I just barely redid this again. But the important one is the target casting bar. I put it right in the middle of the screen. I click the center button and it will center right in the middle of the screen, and then I resize it to 1.5 so I can see it really good. It's right in front of my face, so I can interrupt something really fast, or I know when they're gonna juke me because I can actually see the bar moving slower than normal because it's longer. So I know if they're gonna juke me, I normally kick them right in the last third of them casting it, so they think I'm not gonna kick him, but I do still kick him. So juking the juke, that's what I call that. Okay, so for the next add-on, what do we have for the next add-on? Carbonite. Oh, but Carbonite is for many different things, but specifically for the customizing that I have all my icons here on the side of my minimap instead of all around my minimap. It makes it a lot more tidy. So you want to go to right click options, then you want to go to minimap, map minimap, and then you want to check on move minimap buttons into Carbonite button window, and it reloads, requires a reload. So when you check this, it's gonna ask you if you want to reload, and you say okay, and then it's gonna do it. And then you can just freely move it. I don't even know if you can lock this. I don't even worry about it. You can freely move it, and I just put it in the corner of my screen right there. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's one more part to the add-ons video, and then we're done. I have so many add-ons, I can't even believe I can do this within 20 minutes on each video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, subscribe. Until the next one, good hunting.